Earth was marked as the next target. Then one signal sent the galaxy into hysteria. It was quiet, too quiet for someone who had spent most of his life listening to the hum of machines. He rubbed his eyes and leaned closer to a screen showing a distant star system. Something unusual had appeared. "Lisa, you need to see this," Alex said into the communicator. Lisa Morrow's voice came through almost immediately. She sounded curious and tired. "What is it now, Alex? Another meteor shower or space debris?" she asked. "Not this time, it's different. I think it's a signal." "No, not a signal, a marker," he said, his voice low. He could feel a strange tension in the air, even across the distance. Lisa arrived in the station's small lab. She was quiet at first, just looking at the data flowing across the screens. Her fingers moved quickly across the controls, adjusting the instruments and analyzing the pattern. "This isn't like anything I've seen," she said finally. "It's precise, calculated. Someone or something marked Earth. Look at the energy footprint." "It's not meant for communication, it's meant for targeting." Alex frowned. "Targeting, you mean like an attack?" Lisa shook her head. "Not yet, it's just a mark, a warning. In galactic terms, that usually comes before extinction." She did not say the word, but Alex knew what she meant. The two of them stared at the screens. The mark was a small, almost invisible blip of energy far beyond the solar system. But the instruments could trace it, follow it, and understand it. It was precise, deliberate, it was not random. "How many species have been marked like this before?" Alex asked. He already feared the answer. "Countless," Lisa replied. "And almost all of them are gone now. The Council does not intervene. They choose who gets marked and then wait. Earth is next." Alex felt his chest tighten. "So no one will warn us, no one will help us." "That's how the galaxy works," Lisa said. "Most planets never even know they are marked until it is too late. We are lucky, I guess, that we saw this before the fleets arrived." Alex rubbed his temples. He hated the idea of humans being weak. They had survived disease, war, famine, and now this. "We can't be weak. We won't be weak." Lisa looked at him carefully. She had worked with him for years. He never gave up. She nodded. "We will figure this out. Maybe there's a way to respond to the mark. No species ever tried that before, but humans," she hesitated. "Humans don't give up easily." They began working immediately. The orbital station had old communication arrays, devices built to send signals across the solar system, not the galaxy. Lisa modified them, rewrote the programs, and adjusted the frequency to match what she guessed would reach the origin of the mark. Alex ran simulations, watched patterns, and tried to understand what kind of response could be safe. Days passed. Every night, Alex and Lisa worked side by side. Their meals were cold, their rest minimal, but they did not care. This was bigger than anything humanity had faced. Outside the station, the Earth rotated slowly, oblivious to the danger in the sky. One evening, while reviewing the readings, Alex noticed a strange detail. The mark pulsed in a pattern that resembled ancient human math sequences. He blinked. "Lisa, look at this. The rhythm, it's like someone knew human numbers. Fibonacci, primes, it's as if they wanted someone like us to notice." Lisa leaned over, studying the numbers. Her eyes widened. "Maybe it's not just about destruction. Maybe it's a test." Alex frowned. "A test? What kind of test?" "I don't know yet," Lisa said, "but it's the first time I've seen a mark that interacts with patterns we can understand. Every other mark we studied before was alien beyond comprehension." They continued their work, designing a signal. It would not beg for mercy. It would not threaten. It would only show that humans saw the mark, that humans understood it, and that humans were ready for what came next. Meanwhile, far beyond the solar system, fleets of alien ships moved in silence. They had already detected the mark they placed on Earth. Most of these species had never encountered a world like this. They expected humans to be primitive, scared, and easy to conquer. None of them knew that humans had noticed, that humans were awake. Back on Earth, Alex and Lisa prepared to send the signal. The orbital station thrummed with tension. They held their breath as the system engaged. The lights on the screens pulsed, matching the rhythm of the mark itself. "This is it," Alex whispered. "Once we send it, there is no turning back." Lisa nodded. "We are not begging, we are not hiding, we are simply answering." The signal launched, traveling faster than they could track. It was a simple message, crafted from human patterns, numbers, and sequences, an acknowledgement, a declaration, a challenge. As the signal disappeared into the void, Alex and Lisa leaned back. For the first time, the silence of space felt different. It was heavier, full of unknown eyes watching, waiting, fearing. On distant worlds, alien monitoring stations detected the signal. Confusion spread. Panic flickered across the screens of the Council's war rooms. No marked world had ever responded. The fleets froze. Reports of the signal reached the Council leaders, Elder Karn and Speaker Ulith. They could not believe their instruments. "This is impossible," Elder Karn muttered. "It should be begging for mercy or hiding. Why is it acknowledging us?" Speaker Ulith's voice was calm but tense. "I have never seen a species respond like this. What do we do now?" Back on Earth, Alex and Lisa did not know the chaos they had caused. They only knew they had done what no human had ever done before. They had answered the mark. That night, Alex stepped outside the station's observation dome and looked at Earth below. Cities glowed, rivers reflected the moonlight, and people slept, unaware of the danger they had just faced. He felt a strange pride. Humans were small, fragile, and yet unbroken. Lisa joined him, silent for a moment. Then she spoke softly. "Whatever happens next, we faced it together. We did not run. We did not hide. We answered." Alex smiled. "And maybe, just maybe, that answer will make the galaxy see us differently." The stars above seemed to shimmer with possibility, as if they were listening. Far away, the fleets moved cautiously, alien minds buzzing with fear and uncertainty. For the first time, humans were no longer invisible, no longer just another world. They were awake, and the galaxy had noticed. And on Earth, Alex and Lisa watched the night sky, unaware of the hysteria that their simple human act would soon ignite across countless star systems. The signal left Earth hours ago. But in the vast emptiness of space, it traveled far faster than anyone expected. Alex Carter and Lisa Morrow watched their screens anxiously. The orbital station picked up fragments of alien reactions, distorted bursts of chatter, and unknown transmissions. They could not understand most of it, but the tone was unmistakable: confusion, fear, and something deeper: unease. "Did we just scare them?" Alex asked, staring at the console. Lisa shook her head slowly. "I don't know. I think maybe we surprised them." No species has ever answered the mark. They were expecting silence or surrender. On distant worlds, the fleets that were moving toward Earth slowed. Alien captains stared at their screens in disbelief. Small drones returned with reports, their sensors unable to comprehend what they detected. The signal was simple but powerful, and the pattern seemed almost alive. "This is unexpected," muttered one commander, a tall alien named Yorak, his skin shifting nervously with each word. "The humans, they do not plead, they do not hide, they acknowledge. What does it mean?" His subordinate, a smaller alien called Trell, responded cautiously. "Commander, I have never seen a marked species respond like this. Our archives contain hundreds of cases. All others either surrender or flee. The humans, they face us directly with no fear." Far beyond the fleets, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session. Elder Karn, a seasoned and feared leader, slammed his clawed hand on the table. "This is unacceptable. Earth should be helpless. How can a species respond to the mark?" Speaker Ulith, his voice steady but strained, replied, "We cannot ignore it. The signal is different. It contains patterns only a species capable of extraordinary adaptation could produce. It is as if the humans understand the mark more than we intended." Council members whispered among themselves. Some were terrified, others were angry, a few were intrigued. Rumors spread quickly. Only one other species had ever responded to the mark in history. That species had disappeared entirely, leaving only mystery and fear. "We may have underestimated them," Elder Karn growled. "They may not be a target to eliminate, they may be dangerous." In the orbital station near Earth, Alex and Lisa continued their work. They had no way of knowing the chaos their simple signal had caused, but they were already planning for the next step. The mark had not disappeared. It still pulsed faintly, as if waiting for a reply, and the human reply had changed the rules. "Alex," Lisa said, pointing at the readings. "Look at this. The mark, it's adjusting. It's not static anymore. It's reacting." Alex leaned closer. "Reacting how?" "I think it's alive in a way, not a creature but a pattern that changes when observed. Our signal made it shift." "It's responding to us," Lisa explained. Her eyes were wide with wonder and fear. Meanwhile, alien traders and explorers in nearby systems detected the signal too. Whispers spread from one star to another. Humans answered the mark. A species that should have been prey was now alert, intelligent, and fearless. Panic spread through smaller empires that had relied on the fear of the marked worlds to maintain order. On one distant council world, Ambassador Helen Ross received the first reports about the signal. She was human, born on a distant colony, but she had spent her life among alien politics and war strategies. She understood immediately the significance of what had happened. "This is unprecedented," she said quietly to her aides. "The humans are awake. They are no longer prey. Every fleet in this sector is frozen. The Council does not know what to do." Helen's orders were clear. She was to observe Earth, confirm the situation, and report back. The Council wanted to know if humanity was bluffing or if they truly possessed a new form of resolve. Fleets were still technically in motion, but hesitation now ruled every captain's mind. On Earth, Alex noticed strange patterns in the alien probes that had begun appearing near the outer planets. They did not attack or even come close to the surface. Instead, they hovered silently as if trying to read every movement and anticipate every decision. "They're cautious," Alex said. "They are watching, but they aren't attacking. Our signal, it's working." Lisa nodded. "They do not know how to interpret us. They expect fear, surrender, hiding. We gave them none of that, and now they are afraid of what they cannot predict." The two of them spent hours analyzing alien chatter, translating fragments from universal translators, and trying to understand why their reply caused such hysteria. Messages from alien fleets were chaotic, full of conflicting orders and strange emotions they had never recorded before. Fear, uncertainty, and even respect were all mixed together in ways the humans could barely understand. As the days passed, small alien systems began withdrawing from the edges of human space. Traders avoided the solar system. Scouts and mercenaries reported strange human resolve, human ingenuity, and human determination. Stories began spreading. The humans had faced a mark that ended civilizations before, and instead of hiding or begging, they had answered. The Galactic Council could not ignore these reports. They called an emergency meeting again, this time including multiple elders, strategists, and diplomats. Elder Karn was furious. "We underestimated them. We thought they were weak. We thought this would be easy. Now fleets hesitate. Systems withdraw. What trick did they use?" Speaker Ulith shook his head. "No trick. They did not cheat. They responded to the mark itself. This has never happened before. It is a statement. They are telling the galaxy they are awake and they are ready." One council member whispered, almost in disbelief, "The humans, they may be connected to the old legends. The silent builders, species who fought without mercy. The council has feared them for centuries." The legends were old, half-forgotten myths from an ancient war. The silent builders had been powerful, feared, and unpredictable. No one knew what became of them, but their stories haunted council chambers whenever a new species showed unusual bravery or intelligence. And now, humans were drawing attention in the same way. On Earth, Alex and Lisa did not fully understand the magnitude of their actions. They only knew that humans were still safe, and that their answer had changed the dynamic in ways no one could predict. One night, as Alex walked through the orbital station, he noticed how small Earth looked from space. Cities twinkled with light, and the oceans reflected the moon like a silver mirror. He felt a strange sense of pride. Humans were fragile yet strong. Ignorant of the vast threat, yet capable of courage beyond expectation. Lisa joined him, carrying a cup of recycled coffee. She looked at the stars, her expression thoughtful. "They don't know what we are yet," she said softly. "They think we are weak." "But our signal, it changed that. The galaxy is awake to us now," Alex nodded. "And now we have to be ready. If they think we are dangerous, some may come to challenge us. Others will try to avoid us. Either way, we cannot be caught unprepared." In the council chambers, panic deepened. Fleets that were supposed to arrive at Earth were rerouted. Commanders argued over whether to attack, retreat, or wait for instructions. The signal had created uncertainty, and uncertainty was a powerful weapon. "We cannot fight them blindly," said Elder Karn. "Their signal shows intelligence, cunning, courage. Every fleet we send risks total disaster. We may have to negotiate." Speaker Ulith frowned. "Negotiate with humans. They have never dealt with the council before. They are unpredictable. The signal alone proves that they do not fear us. It is dangerous to underestimate them." Far across space, Envoy Helen Ross prepared for her journey to Earth. She would be the first official council representative to meet humans after the mark was acknowledged. Her mission was simple: observe, report, and maintain control. Yet even she felt a sense of unease. Humans were not like other species. Their courage was not calculated, it was instinctive. And instinctive courage could be more dangerous than any weapon. Back on Earth, the orbital station hummed with activity. Alex and Lisa continued refining their understanding of the mark, preparing for any new developments. Alien signals pulsed in response, sometimes faint, sometimes strong, as if the galaxy itself was trembling in uncertainty. "We have changed something," Lisa said, her eyes wide. "The mark was supposed to predict fear, predict surrender. We defied it." Alex smiled faintly. "And now the galaxy has to take notice. We did not win yet, but we changed the rules." The night stretched on. Stars shone above Earth, silent witnesses to the unfolding events. Somewhere far away, alien fleets paused, commanders argued, and the council debated. Humans had answered the mark, and the galaxy had never faced anything like it before. The signal had started a ripple that would travel faster than any fleet. Curiosity, fear, and respect began to spread through countless star systems. The legend of humans, previously insignificant in the council's eyes, had just begun. And on Earth, Alex and Lisa watched the quiet planet below, unaware of just how deeply their simple act of answering the mark had sent shockwaves across the galaxy far from Earth. Fleets of alien ships hovered silently in space. Normally, these fleets moved with precision, following strict orders to strike marked worlds. But now, every commander hesitated. The signal from Earth had reached them, and it was unlike anything they had ever seen. It was calm, simple, and yet full of meaning. Humans had acknowledged the mark, and that acknowledgement was causing confusion among the stars. Yorak, the fleet commander of the Eastern Arm, paced his ship. His skin shifted colors with every motion, reflecting stress and disbelief. "They do not fear us," he said to his second Trell. "No cowering, no hiding, nothing, only acknowledgement." Trell frowned. "Commander, I have studied all marked species. Every one of them begged, surrendered, or hid. They did not respond like this. They did not make us hesitate." Yorak grunted. "Hesitation is dangerous. It is contagious. If the humans are unpredictable, other species may notice and begin to question their orders. This could unravel control across the sector. In nearby systems, smaller empires began receiving intercepted messages about humans. Rumors of their courage and intelligence spread quickly. Star systems that relied on fear and intimidation suddenly realized that humans might be more than just another fragile species. Traders avoided routes near human space. Mercenaries refused contracts that involved attacking Earth. Whispers of the silent builders, an ancient legendary species, were invoked again. Humans were being compared to them for the first time. Back on Earth, Alex Carter and Lisa Morrow monitored the strange patterns of alien activity. The probes near outer planets moved slowly, almost cautiously. They did not attack, nor did they leave. It was as if they were trying to understand what humans were capable of before taking action. "They are watching, but they are hesitant," Alex said, pointing at the readings. "This is new. They don't know what to expect," Lisa nodded. "Their fear isn't from weapons. It's from uncertainty. Our signal, it made them doubt their assumptions. They expected us to be weak, scared, easy. We are neither." For days, humans observed the aliens without direct contact. Some ships moved in formation, some hovered at the edge of detection range. Each time the humans attempted to analyze, the aliens changed tactics, showing intelligence and caution. It became clear that the galaxy was starting to respect human unpredictability. In the Galactic Council, the panic deepened. Elder Karn slammed his clawed hand on the table. "We underestimated them. They are not weak. They do not submit. The signal alone has frozen fleets across multiple systems." Speaker Ulith, his expression stern, added, "We cannot allow this to continue. Humans have broken the pattern. If they continue to act without fear, other species may rise, inspired by them. Our control over marked worlds could crumble." Another council member, Lady Thren, spoke cautiously. "Perhaps we should send an observer. Someone capable of understanding humans, someone who can report back before fleets are ordered to strike. This could prevent disaster." Helena Ross, a human-born diplomat working for the Council, was chosen for the task. She knew the galaxy's politics well and had spent years studying humans. She understood their courage, their unpredictability, and their determination. She was to visit Earth under the guise of an observer, to determine whether humans were bluffing or genuinely capable of handling the threat of the mark. Helena prepared for her journey, her ship silent and sleek. She reviewed reports, studied intercepted communications, and read every detail about Earth and its people. What struck her most was not human technology or weapons, but their mindset. The humans did not run from danger. They confronted it, even when the odds seemed impossible. Back on Earth, Alex and Lisa were unaware of the preparations in the Council. Their focus was on studying the mark and understanding why their signal caused such a strong reaction. The mark pulsed faintly, almost as if alive, responding to the human acknowledgement. "Alex, look at this," Lisa said, pointing at a set of readings. "The mark, it's changing. Every time we analyze, it adapts slightly. Our signal, it forced it to respond. It's not just a warning anymore, it's interacting with us." Alex leaned closer, his eyes wide. "So it's alive in a way. It reacts to our actions, our thinking. Every choice we make, it watches and changes. We're influencing it." Lisa nodded. "And the galaxy is noticing. The fleets that were supposed to attack are frozen. The Council is panicking. Humans are being seen differently now." As days passed, alien fleets withdrew from the outer edges of human space. They did not retreat fully, but they slowed, observing and reassessing. Intelligence networks and scouts reported unusual behavior. Commanders arguing, orders delayed, fleets repositioned. Humans had changed the normal sequence of conquest. In the council chambers, debates raged. Elder Karn argued for immediate action, insisting that fleets should strike before humans became more confident. Speaker Ulith and Lady Thren disagreed, warning that direct attack could trigger unknown consequences. The Council had never dealt with a species that refused fear, that responded calmly to a mark that usually brought panic. "We have never encountered a species like this," Lady Thren said quietly, her voice carrying in the large chamber. "If we attack without understanding, we may provoke disaster. The humans are clever, brave, and unyielding. This is dangerous." Helena Ross continued her journey to Earth, aware that her mission was crucial. She needed to understand humans, not just for diplomacy but to prevent potential galactic chaos. As her ship approached the solar system, she observed alien probes and drones hovering silently. Humans had not fired a shot, yet the galaxy treated them as a significant threat. On Earth, Alex and Lisa monitored the skies. The alien presence was clear, but there was no aggression. Their focus was on communication, analysis, and understanding. The mark continued to pulse faintly, reacting to the humans' calm vigilance. "Lisa," Alex said one evening, "I never imagined a simple signal could create this much change. The fleets hesitate. The Council is panicking. Humans, we are being noticed." Lisa smiled faintly. "It's not just being noticed. We are rewriting expectations. No species has ever done this before. The galaxy believed we would surrender. We didn't, and that alone has started a ripple. Far across the stars, rumors of humans spread quickly. Smaller empires began to question the Council's authority. Traders avoided human systems, fearing unknown retaliation. Mercenaries refused contracts that involved Earth, convinced that humans were dangerous in ways they could not comprehend. On Earth, Alex and Lisa continued to study the mark. Each new reading revealed subtle changes. It pulsed in response to their observations, adapting in real time. Humans had unknowingly begun influencing the mark itself. "Alex," Lisa said, "if the mark reacts to us, then maybe we can communicate with it. Maybe we can learn its purpose instead of just fearing it." Alex nodded slowly. "And if we learn, then humans will not just survive. We may be able to change how the galaxy sees us completely." Alien fleets remained cautious, their commanders unsure of how to proceed. The Council struggled to maintain control. Humanity, once considered weak and insignificant, had become a point of uncertainty, curiosity, and fear. The night on Earth was quiet. Cities twinkled with light, rivers reflected the moon, and people slept, unaware of the cosmic attention focused on them. Alex and Lisa stood on the observation deck, looking out at the stars, understanding that their world had changed forever. "Lisa," Alex said softly, "they don't understand us. They expect fear. We gave them none. Now they are unsure, and that gives us time." Lisa nodded. "And we have to use that time wisely. The Council will not wait forever. Some may come, others may retreat. But humans have shown they are not to be underestimated." The stars above seemed alive, echoing the tension, fear, and curiosity spreading across the galaxy. Fleets paused, councils debated, and legends stirred in the minds of alien leaders. Humans had answered the mark, and the ripples were spreading faster than anyone could track. Alex and Lisa watched silently, feeling the weight of responsibility and the spark of possibility. They had faced the mark and answered. The galaxy had taken notice. Humans were no longer just another species. They were awake, aware, and unyielding. And somewhere far away, fleets that had once moved confidently toward Earth now hesitated. Alien commanders argued, councils debated, and humanity's reputation began to grow. The galaxy had never seen a species like humans, and now it would have to reckon with them. The envoy Helena Ross entered Earth's solar system quietly. Her ship moved with precision, avoiding detection as much as possible. She had been sent by the Galactic Council to observe humans directly. The Council wanted answers. Were humans bluffing, or were they truly capable of defying the mark? Helena had studied humans for years. She knew their habits, their strengths, and their weaknesses. Yet as she approached the orbital station where Alex Carter and Lisa Morrow worked, she felt a mix of curiosity and caution. Humans were unpredictable, and the Council's reports suggested that this species did not react like any other. Alex noticed the approaching ship on his screens. "Lisa, we have an unknown vessel entering the system. It's not hostile, but it's observing. Get ready." Lisa adjusted the station's instruments, trying to decode the ship's signals. "It's sophisticated, Council-class vessel. They want to learn about us, not attack. For now." Helena's ship hovered at a safe distance, and she began communication. "This is Helena Ross, envoy of the Galactic Council. I request permission to dock and meet your representatives." Alex exchanged a look with Lisa. He nodded slowly. "This is unexpected. They could have attacked, but they didn't. Permission granted. Approach carefully." Helena docked her ship, and soon she walked into the orbital station. She appeared human but carried the aura of someone trained to command respect in alien societies. Her eyes were calm and her movements precise. Alex stepped forward. "I'm Alex Carter. This is Lisa Morrow." "Welcome to Earth's orbital station." Helena nodded. "Thank you. I am here to observe and report. My council wants to understand why your species responded to the mark, why you did not beg, hide, or surrender." Alex smiled faintly. "We did what humans do best. We faced it. We acknowledged it, nothing more." Helena raised an eyebrow. "Nothing more? Do you understand the risk? Most species marked by the Council are destroyed without mercy. Your reply could have provoked immediate attack." Lisa spoke carefully. "We knew the risk, but we had to try. We had to see if answering the mark could change anything, and it did. The fleets hesitate, the Council is confused, the galaxy is aware of us." Helena studied them, noting their calm confidence. She had expected fear, caution, or even arrogance. Instead, she saw focus and determination. "You are not bluffing," she said quietly. "Your actions are genuine, but why respond? Why not hide or flee?" Alex shrugged. "Hiding does not suit humans. Surrender is not our way. We face what comes and we adapt. If we are destroyed, we face it openly. If we survive, we learn and grow." Answering the mark was simply human. Helena nodded slowly. "I have observed humans before, but this is different. You act with courage that is instinctive, not calculated. This makes the Council nervous. They do not know how to categorize you." Over the next few hours, Alex, Lisa, and Helena reviewed data on the mark. Lisa displayed readings showing the mark's pulsing energy, its subtle shifts, and how it reacted to human analysis. Helena examined it carefully, tracing patterns and comparing them with Council archives. "This is remarkable," Helena said. "The mark is not just a warning, it is adaptive. It responds to intelligence, to observation. Your signal forced it to change. No other species has done this." Alex leaned closer. "So the mark, it's alive in a way. It learns. It adapts. It tests the species it touches." Helena nodded. "More than that. The Council created the mark to identify species capable of extreme adaptation under pressure. Most species hide, beg, or surrender. Humans are different. You are the first in history to respond directly." Lisa's eyes widened. "So we weren't just avoiding destruction. We passed some kind of test." Helena paused, thinking carefully. "It seems so. The mark is designed to measure a species' resilience, intelligence, and courage. Most fail. You answered. And that is why the galaxy is in hysteria. Fleets do not know how to proceed. The Council is unsure whether to attack, retreat, or negotiate." Alex frowned. "So the Council was never planning just to destroy us. They wanted to test us." Helena nodded. "In part, yes. The mark was intended to identify potential threats and, in rare cases, potential allies. It is a measurement tool as much as a weapon. Most species never survive it. You survived it and changed the galaxy's perception of humanity." The three of them spent hours analyzing the data. Helena revealed Council records that described other marked species and their failures. She showed fragments of histories where worlds had surrendered, fleets had destroyed them, and civilizations had vanished. Every record emphasized fear, submission, and obedience. Humans were the first species to defy all expectations. "This changes everything," Helena said softly. "The Council cannot ignore you. Your response has forced a reevaluation of humanity's place in the galaxy. Fleets withdraw, smaller empires reconsider, and the legend of humans spreads." Lisa looked at Alex. "We did not plan any of this. We only answered the mark, yet the ripple, it is immense." Alex nodded. "Humans always face the unknown. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. This time we survived and the galaxy took notice." Helena studied them for a long moment. "I must report to the Council, but my report will not describe humans as weak or simple. You are clever, courageous, and unpredictable. This changes how the galaxy will treat your species. Fleets will be cautious. Empires will rethink their strategies. The Council itself will have to adapt." Alex felt a mix of pride and caution. "We have not won yet, the Council may still act, but for now, humans have been seen. We are no longer invisible." Helena smiled faintly. "And that visibility may save you. Fear is a powerful tool, but respect changes everything. Your species has earned that respect, whether the Council likes it or not." The discussion turned to future strategy. Helena advised careful observation and communication. She emphasized that humans should continue demonstrating courage, intelligence, and adaptability. These traits would ensure their safety and secure a place in the galaxy without violence. Alex and Lisa listened closely. They understood that the mark was more than a warning. It was a doorway. Humanity could either remain prey or step into a new role as a respected, acknowledged species. Helena then shared her personal observations. "Humans have something the Council has not seen in centuries. You act from instinct and principle, not calculation. You do not fear the unknown in the way other species do. That is why your signal caused chaos. You are unpredictable, and unpredictability is feared even more than strength." Lisa frowned. "So our simple act of acknowledging the mark terrified them?" Helena nodded. "Yes, and it continues to do so. Your calm response has shown the galaxy that humans are not prey. They are cautious now. Fleets hesitate. Empires reconsider their plans. Even small systems begin to question the Council's authority, all because of your courage and honesty." The hours passed, and the discussion moved toward strategy for humanity's future. Helena emphasized observation, patience, and careful demonstration of capability. She warned that direct aggression would be dangerous, but calculated responses could establish humans as an independent power in the galaxy. Alex understood the weight of responsibility. "We survived the test, but now we must prove that humans are worthy of respect. Not through fear or weapons, but through intelligence, courage, and adaptability." Lisa nodded. "And we will. Humans never stop learning, never stop adapting. The mark tested us and we passed. Now we must show that our survival was not luck, it was determination." Helena prepared to return to the Council with her report. She had seen humans up close, witnessed their calm determination, and understood the ripple their simple acknowledgement had caused. She knew her report would change policies, strategies, and the perception of humanity across countless star systems. Before leaving, she looked at Alex and Lisa. "Remember this. The galaxy watches what you do next. Your actions will define how humans are treated. Continue with courage, with honesty, and with intelligence. Your species has a chance to step into a new place among the stars." Alex nodded solemnly. "We understand, and we will be ready." Lisa added, "We faced the mark, we answered it. Now we will face whatever comes next with the same resolve." Helena departed, leaving humans to continue their work on the orbital station. The mark continued to pulse, faintly alive, interacting with humanity's analysis and actions. It was no longer just a warning. It was a doorway, a test that humans had passed, and a new chapter in galactic history had begun. The galaxy had seen humanity in a new light. Fleets hesitated, councils reconsidered, and rumors spread across star systems. Humans were no longer weak, insignificant, or prey. They were a species capable of courage, intelligence, and adaptation, the first to respond to the mark and survive. Alex and Lisa watched the stars, knowing that this was only the beginning. The mark had been answered, the truth revealed, and the galaxy had begun to take humans seriously. And far beyond, fleets waited, councils debated, and the ripple of humanity's courage spread farther than anyone could measure. Humans were awake, aware, and the galaxy would never forget. After Helena Ross departed, Alex Carter and Lisa Morrow returned to their work on the orbital station. The mark still pulsed faintly, interacting with their observations, as if it were alive and watching humanity's next steps. The galaxy beyond Earth was no longer silent. Fleets hesitated, small empires whispered, and the council debated. Humans had survived the mark, and now the ripple of their courage and intelligence was spreading farther than anyone could measure. Alex stared at the monitors. "Lisa, the council knows we exist now. They cannot ignore us. Every fleet, every system, they are watching." Lisa nodded. "And that gives us power, not weapons. Humans survived the test, but now we can show them what humans are capable of without firing a single shot." In the council chambers, Elder Karn slammed his clawed hand on the table. "We underestimated them. We thought they were weak, fragile, predictable. They are none of those things. They answered the mark, and now the galaxy hesitates. Fleets are frozen. Smaller systems are reconsidering allegiance. What do we do?" Speaker Ulith sighed. "We cannot treat them like a normal marked species. They are clever, courageous, and unpredictable. Attacking them would be dangerous. Ignoring them would be dangerous. We must find another way." Helena Ross returned to report in person. She described her visit, emphasizing humanity's courage, intelligence, and calm determination. She explained that humans had faced the mark without fear, acknowledged it, and adapted to it. Fleets were hesitant, and rumors of humans spread across systems like wildfire. "They do not fear us in the usual way," Helena said. "Fear does not control them. They act instinctively, calmly, and with purpose. Even minor species are beginning to respect them. Fleets are unsure how to proceed. Your control is at risk if you continue with old tactics." Council members debated late into the galactic night. Some argued for negotiation. Others feared that humans were too unpredictable to trust. Elder Karn, usually decisive, found himself silent. The galaxy was no longer certain how to categorize humanity. On Earth, Alex and Lisa worked tirelessly. They monitored the mark, studied alien probes, and prepared for the arrival of alien envoys who might attempt direct contact. They understood that humans had survived the first test, but the next step would define their place in the galaxy. "Alex," Lisa said, "we survived the mark, but now the Council and other species will want to see what humans can do. We need to prepare, not for war, but for demonstration. Intelligence, courage, and adaptation are our tools." Alex nodded. "We've faced impossible odds before. Humans survive by learning, adapting, and refusing to give up. Now the galaxy watches, and we have to show them that we deserve respect." As weeks passed, alien fleets maintained distance. Some withdrew entirely. Council envoys visited nearby systems to observe humans indirectly, sending reports back filled with caution and surprise. Traders, explorers, and mercenaries avoided the solar system. Humans had become a symbol of unpredictability, intelligence, and courage. Helena returned periodically to consult with Alex and Lisa. She advised that humans demonstrate their capabilities openly but carefully, showing that they were not a threat through weapons, but a species worthy of respect through their intellect, adaptability, and courage. "Remember," Helena said one evening, "humans are now a subject of interest and fear. Every action will be watched. Demonstrate wisdom, not force. The galaxy respects restraint and intelligence as much as it fears aggression. Alex and Lisa prepared communication systems that could reach beyond the solar system. They wanted to show that humans were open to dialogue, trade, and cooperation, not just survival. Their technology was simple, but their approach was deliberate. The galaxy was listening, and every signal mattered. Meanwhile, council fleets debated the situation. Elder Karn finally spoke after long hours of discussion. "We cannot attack them. We cannot ignore them. The humans have passed the mark. They are clever, brave, and adaptive. They must be treated as an independent species, not prey." Speaker Ulith agreed. "We must change the council's stance. Earth is no longer a target. Humans have shown that they are capable of surviving the impossible. Fleets will respect their space, and smaller systems will take notice. This is a new chapter in galactic relations." On Earth, Alex and Lisa observed the change slowly. Alien fleets moved more cautiously, keeping distance but not advancing. Communication attempts from minor species were polite and curious. Rumors of humanity's courage reached far systems. Humans had become a symbol of independence, strength, and unpredictability without violence. "We didn't fire a single shot," Alex said quietly. "And yet humans are no longer ignored. We changed the rules just by being ourselves." Lisa smiled. "And that is our greatest power: courage, intelligence, adaptability. The galaxy respects it more than weapons." They learned that we are not weak, and that lesson cannot be undone. Helena returned one final time before reporting to the council. She brought a council directive confirming that Earth was no longer a target. Humans would be recognized as an independent species with rights to defend themselves, trade freely, and participate in galactic affairs. Fleets were instructed to avoid Earth unless invited. Minor empires were advised to observe humans and adapt to their presence. Alex and Lisa celebrated quietly. They had survived the mark, altered the galaxy's perception, and secured a place for humanity without firing a single shot. "This is only the beginning," Alex said, gazing at Earth below. "The galaxy now knows humans exist. We have earned respect, but we must continue to demonstrate wisdom and courage." Lisa nodded. "We did not fight with weapons. We fought with determination, intelligence, and honesty. That is what makes humans strong. Now the galaxy watches, but it does so with respect." In the council chambers, Elder Karn reluctantly acknowledged the new reality. "Humans are unlike any species we have encountered. Fleets will proceed with caution. Council strategies must be revised. They are unpredictable, intelligent, and courageous. We must adapt." Speaker Ulith added, "The mark was meant to identify weakness. Humans showed none. They are awake, aware, and capable. The galaxy must recognize them as such." On Earth, Alex and Lisa continued to monitor alien activity. They understood that this was not the end, but a new beginning. Humans were no longer prey, no longer weak, and no longer invisible. The galaxy would watch their every move, but now humans were ready. "Alex," Lisa said, "we faced the mark. We answered it. We survived. Now we have a new place in the galaxy, and we earned it through courage, intelligence, and adaptability." Alex smiled. "Humans never give up. We adapt, we learn, we survive. Now the galaxy will know what humans are capable of, and we did it without fear, without weapons, and without surrender." Far beyond the solar system, fleets watched, councils debated, and species whispered about humans. The legend of humanity had begun. A species once considered fragile and insignificant was now awake, aware, and respected. The mark that was meant to signal doom had instead become a doorway to a new era. As Alex and Lisa looked at the stars above Earth, they felt a quiet pride. Humans had survived the impossible, changed the galaxy, and earned their place. Fleets would approach with caution, empires would rethink strategies, and councils would recognize humanity's courage and intelligence. The night on Earth was calm. Cities glowed, oceans reflected the moon, and people slept. unaware of the cosmic recognition humanity had achieved. Alex and Lisa stood together, watching, knowing that humans had passed the test of the mark and begun a new chapter in galactic history. "This is only the beginning," Alex said softly. "Humans have been seen. Now we must continue to prove our worth through courage, intelligence, and adaptability." Lisa nodded. "And we will. Humans survived the mark, earned respect, and changed the galaxy. Now we move forward, ready for whatever comes next." The stars above seemed to shimmer with promise. Alien fleets hovered cautiously, councils debated, and the galaxy had learned that humans were no longer weak. They were awake, aware, and capable, a species that had answered the mark and survived, securing a new place among the stars. And so humanity's journey into the wider galaxy began, not through war, not through conquest, but through courage, intelligence, and the simple act of answering a signal that had once marked them for destruction. The ripple of that action would echo through countless star systems for generations to come.